Hey everyone, my name is Phil.
I'm Erika.
And today we're watching Shrinking Season 2, Episode 4. Let's dive in. Oh, shoot. Maybe they just fell asleep.
Stop.
After,
Stop.
like, talking about it.
Hey. You hungry?
Oh, fuck. Fuck! This was a mistake. Know about this at all.
Morning, big guy. Hey, Sammy, coming in hot. Did you get some sleep?
Yep.
Let's go. It's a beautiful day.
Wow, that was close.
I know.
Does it knock?
Whoa,
Not
that's a
winning
little loud.
Sammys, you're hot.
Maybe I'll just avoid Liz for the rest of my life.
I've tried it. It won't work, Sean. She finds you. Hey, your knee is bleeding.
Don't even ask.
What happened?
Oh my god, what do you not understand about don't fucking ask?
Whoa.
Sorry, sweetie.
You're scared of her, aren't you?
So you're scared of Liz?
Absolutely. She's
Different
scary.
culture.
Everything's so fucked.
Half of them.
Oh my gosh.
So Jimmy said I should bring this to you.
When Jimmy says things,
This is gonna be fun because I've never been to therapy before.
hard to believe.
Dazzled me.
Yo, if I ever said that to my dad,
Honestly,
oh my gosh,
I wouldn't have met you.
I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't be alive. I'm just kidding. My dad would. I don't even know.
Let's
I
not
can't
put that out
even.
there.
He or she's wearing a pink sweater that says Emily.
Give me a turn.
This is baby.
I don't remember.
You were
So
so
cute.
cute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't push your breeder agenda on us, James. We actually bonded over this when we were dating. Neither of us wants kids.
No, you don't want kids. I said I was fine not having kids, not that I didn't want them.
Who are you? What's happening?
Well, if you want, you can meet our adoption advocate. He's a friend.
Oh, that would be
Cool,
so
he's
great.
hanging out with him.
I mean,
Yeah, I
He's more
was thinking that
present.
too.
for it.
Have you two been talking? Does he even know where you live?
Come on, Paul, you asked me this last week and you could tell by my face that the answer was no. Why do we always have to come back to my dad?
Look, I know your dad did something to damage your relationship that you have not told me about. I still can't get Sean to open up to me about his dad. I even tried talking to him out of the office.
Hey, you tried jimmying him. Hey, Sean and I are still tight. You want me to take another crack at the dad stuff?
No more intervening. You're not his therapist anymore. Stay the fuck out of it.
Okay, Paul, I'll stay the fuck out of it.
The minute Sean is in need, you'll cave. You can't not help.
I cannot do anything I set my mind to not do.
I'm worried about Sean. Working with his dad. It's not going to take much for him to snap.
This is so
Well,
damn
they're
good.
actually doing it.
Yeah,
Have you tried this?
guess he asked you.
But I knew what you needed was a little tough love.
Okay.
I mean, look at you
Uh
now.
oh.
I mean, look at
That
both
tough
of us
love.
now, right?
This is my best buddy from my
What?
old job, Derek.
Hi, guys.
Liz.
Okay.
Bubba.
Gabby, what you
How are
thinking?
You. Sounds like
They
a
don't
live
age
one.
these
Is it
brothers.
waiting here?
Oh, no.
No.
Black don't crack.
Too sad in here.
I need something in my life or I'm going totally dark. I am this close to sitting in my tub crying and drinking wine.
I would love
Oh
to
my
do that.
gosh.
Even with you, like.
Look at
She
that
find
woman.
another hobby.
Like, look at everything she has. I hate her so much.
This.
Well, I mean, obviously material things are not
We
it.
said we weren't gonna do. Can't believe I have to get a lift to practice. We should get me a car.
Are we gonna pay for it? She's gonna feel so guilty when she finds out I'm on my way to look at a used car I want to get her.
So you're not telling her now so you can rub it in her face later.
Fatherhood, baby.
You want to know how I got back at my ex? Sure. I thought about her for months and was sad for a really long time. She couldn't handle it. I bet. Yeah, I also still feed her cat sometimes.
Oh, that's fine. That's my cell phone.
But your cell phone's in your hand.
That's actually my other cell phone.
Oh, the one beneath the vibrator? Hello, Gabby's work phone.
Oh,
She'll call you
gosh.
back. Which one's your favorite? I like the red one. That's pretty cool.
was nice.
Yeah, what'd you call that one?
Clifford, because it's
Big,
Big
red.
red.
Ah.
Okay.
That's funny. What the heck?
You gotta go out the other way.
Guys, dazed. What is?
Why do they need this many people?
You know how
Probably
construction
know it's
workers
We also know
be.
as racist Pam.
Come on, move the cone.
Oh, you're a tough guy. The fuck are you gonna do?
Hey, easy,
Oh,
Sean. Sean,
whoa,
it's not
whoa,
worth it.
whoa.
Just breathe. Hey, Sean, get back
Okay.
in the car.
Oh no.
Please.
When I first got back from Afghanistan, nothing made sense to me. He acted like everything was okay.
It's awful. But you can't blame your dad for not being able to read your mind.
I told him I was struggling. Do you know how hard that is for me? I literally begged him for his help. And you know what he did? He told me I'd get over it. The fuck is that? And then he wouldn't talk about it. And now he think he's some kind of hero because I'm doing well? Like it's all because of him?
Your father let you down. I get it.
Hey, this is fucking complicated, all right? He is a good man, okay?
I know. I get it.
He loves me.
I know.
All right? He worked his ass off for me, and I put him through a lot, so I don't want to hear you talking shit about my father.
I understand.
Oh, that is complicated.
You gotta date him.
What? No.
Come on, you know you want to hit that.
Honestly, I'm still in recovery mode from all that weird Jimmy shit.
Dad seriously won't let you get a tattoo?
Oh
He
gosh.
can't stop me forever. Do you think I should get one here? Or maybe here?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think they're both great.
You didn't even look at her. Okay.
Oh no.
Something here is not right.
She totally knows.
She doesn't know. I am begging you to be cool.
I'm cool. I'm LL cool.
That's not his name. Oh, did I leave my wallet in your room?
So back when Sean was at his worst, he asked his dad for help. His dad just ignored him. I know him. Did you even read my case notes? You don't have to answer. Because you never listen to me anymore about anything. And we should be working together. Are you still trying to teach me some lesson? Because I get it. I messed up with Sean. But please do not tell me that you are upset because he opened up to me about something that he wouldn't talk to you about. Please tell me your ego is not that big.
You're always taking care of people.
Oh.
So maybe it's time someone took care of you.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Oh, I want a Derek.
Everyone does.
Brian, meet Stuart.
Hi.
He is
Oh,
Michael's
gosh.
adoption advocate
Oh.
friend.
Oh.
So this is an active conversation? I felt like it was just like...
even
No.
start?
I don't think it
well,
was.
if you want to know what babies we have in stock, I have a
Whoa.
few in the back of my car.
What?
I'm kidding. Thank you
Yeah,
so
I'm
much.
surprised he did that.
Yeah, how do you
I'm
spring this on
sorry. I've
someone?
been thinking about this baby stuff all day, and I can't even take care of a dog.
I really want to be a dad. I want Christmases with 3 stockings. And I want to be driving and looking over my shoulder and say, I swear to God, I will turn this car around.
I'm getting emotional.
I know,
I want to be a
same.
dad with you.
I'm joking, but I'm only 75% sure I'm joking. I'm gonna suck at this. I'm a superficial narcissist who is a prisoner of his own vanity. And as much as I love that about myself, I'm mean. I'm judgmental. I'm like my dad.
I was so scared, I said I would never have kids. Luckily, Derek has this like weird ability to look you in the eye, tell you everything's gonna be okay, and every time you believe him and you burst into tears.
But you are already one of the most empathetic guys that I know. When you see somebody who really needs you, you take a deep breath and you reach out for them. So what more could you want in a father?
I'd like him to do his thing.
D,
Oh,
he needs
thank
the
you for
special.
reminding me.
He needs the
Okay, look at
special.
me,
Thank you,
Brian.
Derek.
Everything's gonna be okay.
I love this guy.
Got him.
Are you okay?
I do have a big ego.
I'm aware. Your face takes up the whole cover.
Well, I wrote it. With the Parkinson's, it's becoming more difficult. And
There's tech.
I'm scared I might be losing it.
When the time comes, I'll tell you. And you will not take it well, and you will make that face. You will probably be very mean to me about it. But I will still tell you. And I'm telling you that right now, shit, man,
Still got it.
you're still the best at this.
I know. And I
Wow, that was really
apologize
good.
for sometimes being a pain in the ass.
So,
Oh, wow.
hello?
Oh my gosh.
What the hell are you doing here?
Yeah, he knows him.
I'm sorry. Alice left her wallet. I was just going to put it in the mailbox.
Give it to me.
Are they okay?
Are you fucking serious?
I'm sorry. Right, I'm sorry.
Wait. They're doing better. We all are. Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, that surprised me, that answer.
Yeah.
Hey.
Whoa. Do you think he just knows him from what happened, or there's like actually, because that would be a whole thing if he actually knew him
Beforehand, I think he just
Like,
knows him from what happened.
had like an acquaintance, like if he was an acquaintance or something, you know what I mean? Like that small of a world, or he just knows him from the accident.
I think he just knows him from the because like that was his Tia.
Yeah.
Tia was his friend, right? Like when it was supposed to, so he was involved in all that. He was also probably legal counsel for them, so he was like intimately involved
Is
in all of that.
illegal?
What?
Or like that's not a conflict of interest? Like that's your like best friend. You can do that?
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, like in that case, it's like it's not like you're representing an organization and that kind of stuff.
Right.
But
Well, I mean, I guess if you could represent yourself.
yeah.
That shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, wow. This was an emotional one. I guess they're all kind of emotional, but this one actually got me like.
There's a lot of different
teary-eyed.
stories here.
Yeah. All right, where do we start?
But we can start with the Sean stuff.
Okay.
And it's Sean, Jimmy, and it's what's Harrison Ford's character?
I need to be way better at names.
The request for him to
Paul,
yeah. Paul's request for him to like stay out of it. Like it's such a hard request to fulfill. Especially if you live like then the ask is like don't live with him. Because like you're naturally gonna talk to somebody. And what, the moment they have a feeling, you are supposed to what? Like what are you supposed to do? So and I guess that is the issue with them living together, right? Even when he was going to him, or especially when he was going to him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, is that the ask there? Just like he has to move out? Because like that's just such a so
this
hard.
is
like it was stability.
It's like we're at the point of no return now. Like Jimmy started a relationship with this kid, and now, yeah, they're way too close.
Mm-hmm.
So to ask him to like not talk to him at all, but at this point in their relationship, it is kind of asking them to do that because they're so close, because they can open up to one another.
If that's the case, then does Paul just treat that as like they're gonna talk, and that's just gonna be another layer of their like the relationship that I have to unravel with Sean, and I can talk about that with him, or like is that a reasonable ask to be like, Jimmy, don't talk to the person that you live with?
I think it's reasonable to ask to try to not therapize Sean. I think that principle makes complete sense. But obviously what makes it complicated is, obviously there's context here.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, that is the right move. You don't want to go to two different therapists.
Yeah, that makes sense. But like practically speaking, like something happens, you're at home together. Do you like walk away? Like, oh, I can't help you. Like I'm not even gonna talk to you as a friend.
No. I think that's fine, what he did. I think though asking the why.
The why.
He knew
like listening is fine.
Yeah, I think asking the why was crossing a line, but also like not everything's black and white, right? Like it ended up being helpful.
Yeah.
And Jimmy has that relationship with Paul where like Jimmy would tell Paul, and now Paul is like it's helpful to Paul now.
Like
so it's actually
aware of everything.
It's actually a valuable thing that happened, and that Jimmy was able to be there for Sean.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like they're working together, which generally speaking is not like obviously the context of this show.
Yeah. Which is why I'm like positing that it might make sense for like Paul to be like, okay, like you are probably not going to listen, like speaking to Jimmy, you're probably not going to listen to me. You probably will get in his ear about that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So does he just kind of go into his therapy with Sean with that kind of outcome already in mind? Like, oh, you talked to somebody else about this already as well. And then he just kind of works around that.
Yeah.
Or works with that.
Works with it.
And like, I know you're talking to him as well on that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, you just have to go.
Because like he already like messed it up. Like Jimmy messed it up.
Which is fine. And sometimes like that's a tough thing with therapy is like you could have a really great therapist, but if you don't have yet that connection to allow you to get to a really vulnerable space with them, then, and he happens to have that with Jimmy. Because they're friends. I mean, like, even if there was a therapist relationship, I think he would have eventually too, but I don't know. So whatever, I think at the end of the day, I think it's as many red flags as there were in like a, I don't know, therapy.
Best practice.
Yes.
Kind of. Yeah.
It sounds like it's gonna work out fine.
Yeah. And what he's saying, I think makes sense in terms of the context of what happened with his dad.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was interesting at the end, where the
dad was watching.
Because like that's obviously a relationship that he probably covets, right? He wants that kind of relationship with Sean, and he doesn't know how to go about it. He's like doing the best with what he knows.
Yeah.
And he might have his own traumas that he's dealing with.
Yeah.
That make him, approach his son that way.
Yeah. I think the best thing to do is to have Sean and his dad come to
therapy together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is very complicated, like what Sean was saying, like very complicated. And good on Sean for understanding.
I love that.
Where his dad was coming from. Yeah, I was like, wow.
It was good.
The fact that he
conflict.
wasn't just, yeah.
Like he knows he's a good man. He knows that he's sacrificed so much for him, but he's still pissed at him for the decisions he made. Yeah. And I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to. Right? Like.
But I feel like a lot of people, like when emotions are that high, they cannot separate a parent, especially a parent's actions from their character. And like what they mean to do versus who they actually are, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think the way that I was kind of equating it to is like just another close relationship, like maybe like a really close friend that did you wrong, and you're like telling somebody else about it, and then they badmouth them. You might feel a type of way, like no, you don't talk about them like that.
Right.
Right. Like it's such a weird like balance of feelings, but it's so relatable, and like this just happens to be a very like intense father-son relationship, but I think people like I felt that, right? Where like I feel so strongly about someone, but I hear someone else talk badly about them. I'm like, no, like you don't, like we're not gonna go there.
Yeah. Well, in general, I'm not a fan of that. Like anyone attacking anybody's character.
Yeah.
Like
which I don't think Jimmy was doing. It was just
it
was just highly sensitive at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
But he played it really well. The Sean, like Sean's the actor playing Sean, because there's a lot there, and he has to do a lot of that in this series. Just kind of relaying what's going on in his head, just through his body and his face, and he does it really well. Like he's really going through it. Okay. The baby fever.
The baby fever. Oh my gosh, that was so sweet.
When he told him that he wanted to be a father.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that got me so emotional. It is the best. It is the best having kids. This much of a rough day I had today, hence this wine. I was like, oh, they're so cute. No, they are the best. I get that. But I know that what a conflict between like partners. One wants one doesn't. That's a really big, and it is a real problem. I think it is a real problem. If somebody does not want kids, and you thought for so long you were going into this relationship being like, okay, no kids.
But I love the distinction that he made. It's like it's not that I didn't want kids; it's that I was okay not having kids. Like that's very, very different.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to misunderstand that too.
100%.
Right.
That needs to be clarified.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was. It's really tough. Like it's like even just the very idea of breaking up with somebody. It's like one person wants it. It doesn't matter what the other person wants, right? Then you break up, right? Same thing with like this. Like I mean, some people can be like so strongly in favor of having kids that can end everything, and it boils down to communication. Like you should have known that going in, but I don't know, things change, needs and wants change. So. But it was nice that he wasn't like totally against it. He's like willing to try.
Yeah.
He's not. It sounded like at the beginning that he was like a complete no, but
Yeah.
I guess he worked out like he has his own issues with his dad, and he didn't have like a good, like he was kind of scared of like passing that on.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think everything was totally valid. Like
Mhm.
his concerns, his worries, insecurities about being a father. Yeah, and to me, it didn't really sound like it was a complete yes yet either. Like
No.
it was still like not even on the fence. It was like no, but like he's just trying to talk it out.
Even the dink thing, that's like a very real,
Yes.
like very real, like
Yo.
not even concern, but like
If we had no
like,
kids,
objection. Yeah, right.
we'd be
all over the place.
Oh my gosh, life would be so different. But I wouldn't
Yeah.
trade this for anything.
Right.
But life would be so different.
So
Yeah, like what he was talking about.
Because like I think they kind of joke at it. Like he made a joke about like, oh, yeah, like we could like travel the world, we could do all these things because we have 2 income. Like that's a
Yeah.
very real thing,
Yeah.
right? And that's a very real reason that stops a lot of couples from wanting to do it, and that's fine. But it's like it's not like just like a throwaway thing. Like I think that's like it's such an important topic, but they handled it well. But this is also very like the most ideal way this conversation could have gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think in the fashion of this show, it would have been interesting for them to have like true conflict about it and then work it out. But this was a nice way to kind of explore it as well, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they have that. They have these conflicts for other instances.
Right.
Okay.
Right. How about the daughter? The little
Wow.
love triangle there.
They obviously slipped.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, obviously you say something right away, right?
Yeah, you have to.
Like the longer it goes, the
but
worse
you
it
just
gets.
have to accept that friendship is potentially donezo.
Yeah.
Over. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow, especially if you really love your friend. But do you? Because you did that? I don't know.
I mean, that was a big night. That was a really.
But that's still hard for me to believe that you couldn't
didn't snap
stop
out of it
yourself
at some point?
from
Yeah.
doing that. Like you must have known. Really? I just in my mind, I'm like, really? You didn't know that you'd be full of regret after? Like you're really just like, I don't care right now.
I don't know. Like who knows? See, like confronting him for the very confronting.
I know that's heavy. I don't know what that's
Like Goldstein for the very first time. Maybe it's like it felt all new again, like the pain of everything, and you just wanted that to go away. Right? You just want that feeling to stop. So like I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I've never been in that position, so.
Right. So like.
What do I know?
Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see how they explore that.
Yeah.
The most realistic is that this relationship is done.
Yeah.
But yeah, who knows?
I mean, you tell her everything, right? Like what
You have to.
happened,
Not as a
what led,
justification,
not a justification.
Just as like full disclosure.
Just yes, in all transparency. Yeah.
And then you live with it.
Yep, you have to.
Then you go back to Paul.
Yep.
But I got a story for you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Okay.
And
Paul?
What was it called? The
Just
ego?
The ego. I have not much to say about
Yeah,
that.
no.
He's doing well.
How about Gabby?
Gabby, yeah, I wonder what's going on with her family. I'm intrigued to know more about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still a big fan. I like Gabby. I hope she dates that guy. It looks like it's going that way. And he's a big time. Like, you got a weigh-in brother. He's sticking around. He's sticking around. It's not a one-episode cameo.
Yeah, he'll be around for a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling Gabby's character for a little while now.
Yeah.
But
I like
we'll see. Like maybe a lot of these things are gonna start getting explained when we get into the family stuff. And that'll change my mind. But yeah, I'm not feeling her. Anyway.
She's my homegirl.
She's cool. I'd hang out with her, but I don't want like a deep relationship with her.
No, that's fine. That's
fine. Yeah.
I think
That's it for this episode.
Derek.
Oh yeah. Which Derek?
The Derek.
Yeah. Derek.
What a guy. Okay, that's all. I don't have anything else to say about him.
I mean, we kind of talked about that final scene.
Yeah.
Already, but you said briefly that his response surprised you. That I'm fine response.
Oh, yeah. But that's why I was like, I don't know who
he is to them. Yeah.
If he were to say, if he was a complete stranger, I don't know. I don't know. Like, you obviously see he's not fine. So I'm just surprised he was like, He just said, yeah, I'm fine. But obviously the lawyer, gay best friend, saw through it, which is why I think he...
Yeah, I think both ways, I think both ways, both answers, you don't win. Because like if you say you're not doing okay, then it's kind of like...
Poor you.
Yeah, right? Like,
Yeah.
You killed somebody and you're not feeling well. And then you say you're okay.
true.
And then you're like, what, you get to be fine after all of this? Right? So it's like, there's no...
Yeah.
So maybe he just kind of like resigned to that and was like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm fine. Sure.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really matter how I feel.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's amazing for him to ask. I was not expecting that.
for
Like, how
the
are you
lawyer?
doing? Yeah, I wonder if anyone's asked him that.
Mm.
Or never, if anyone even knows
It
in
would
his
be
workplace what
Right.
happened.
Because it would be interesting if there was a prior relationship, but I imagine during the length of a trial, you get to know the characters or the members of each side. You understand who they are, or
That's
at
true.
least a little bit.
Like,
you know,
why was he drunk?
right? Like they
What's
know
going on?
those details. So I really hope they go into that conversation that they're having in the next episode instead of like kind of because this reveals a lot too, that now the lawyer, he also knows that the daughter went to go see him.
Right.
So there's that layer that he knows now, and he must feel like some sort of obligation to tell Jimmy, especially with their new friendship. So
Yeah, you're right. I like didn't even have that foresight. But yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm sure they'll explore it more because this show is excellent at, I don't know, just going into like really complicated situations and making you feel very conflicted about all the characters. You know, like you see all the sides and like there isn't like a sure person that you're like really rooting for. It's like, you kind of understand where everyone's coming from, and like,
yeah.
That's such a beautiful thing. I love that when like shows and movies can do that, and this show does it so brilliantly.
Yeah. And shout out to Brett Goldstein. Like, he hasn't had a lot of screen time, but he's been playing. Like, you can feel the emotion that he's kind of going through, and the conflicted like nature of like his existence here, so much, and just like through his face and through his like mannerisms and.
Such a different character, hey? From Roy Kent.
No more growling.
Very different.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. Another good episode.
Eventually, you're gonna have to talk to your dad about how he let you down.
Come on. I told you he sucks.
Okay.
It will. When you're ready. Just love him. Goodwill's everything. If you meet him with that when you're ready to talk, it'll come from a great place.
Hey.
I think the water cooler's broken.
Yeah? What do you think's wrong with it?
Oh, the compressor must have slipped and blocked the filter hinge. How the fuck would I know?
Whoa, that
If you're having
sounded
a crap day, we're
legit
drinking
to me.
at Liz's later if you want to join us.
Don't give me hopeful eyebrows.
I can't control them, they're dreamers.
Please, I keep trying to find nice
dreamers.
ways to tell you that I need space. The ball is in my court.
Cowboy boots on a baby. Is she already a stripper?
Oh my gosh.
judgmental?
What?
Gosh.
Anywhere.
Mac? Oh my God, hi.
Come here.
Who is this?
Tell me
Wow.
everything. What have you been up to?
So many cool things. Having kids, rocks.
Are you still taking pictures? You were always so good at it.
Yeah, I've actually been doing wildlife photography. It's not a big deal. It's
Hello.
Always does
Getting the
that.
wine and snacks together turned into you handing me a list and me finding everything and paying for it. How do you two know each other?
Old friends.
sex.
Two of my favorite things.
Well, it was great to see you.
You too, Lizzie.
Wish Gabby was here. But thanks to Jimmy's sad and selfish penis, she's once again not coming.
My penis is neither of those things. It's optimistic, and it always puts others first.
So your penis is like Elmo.
Same color. Much deeper voice, though.
Tickle me.
That's not a
God.
My dick sounds like Andre the Giant. I'll take some.
Wrong sheet.
Lizzie.
Oh.
We ran into this guy who calls her Lizzie.
Why would you do that?
You ran into Mac?
Oh.
Were you gonna tell me?
It was nothing.
No, I'm not jealous. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't care
true.
about any of the people she slept with before me. Not her college boyfriend, not Lenny
Uh-oh.
Kravitz.
Whoa.
Really?
Well, I mean, I thought he was Lenny Kravitz. And he didn't correct me for quite some time.
Oh my gosh.
Something about this Mac guy that just gets under my
Really?
skin.
Here we go.
If she asked him to run away with her, he wouldn't think twice. Gone. Poof. Puff of smoke.
I'm sorry. Seriously, I'm sorry.
Hey, Dad.
That was a fair
did you find
assumption,
your
though.
wallet?
Yeah, I guess.
Unfortunately, it still does not have a credit card inside of it.
Because his friend gave the wallet
I'm
back,
sorry.
I'm sure. Right?
I had to.
You had to.
Oh!
You said he looked like one of the little statue boys who pee in fountains, and you fucked him anyway.
Summer, hold on.
Oh my gosh, in front of everybody.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
That was such a nice vibe, like after work drink.
Oh my gosh, I was just gonna say, that location.
It's perfect.
Like, I don't know whose backyard is that, Liz?
Yeah.
Liz and Derek's?
Yeah.
That tree right beneath that tree is
No, and
so
that's the front yard, I
perfect.
think.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. It's beautiful.
Who hangs out in their front
Oh
yard?
my gosh, is this in California?
Yeah, I
Summer
think so.
all year round. Oh, what a life.
I want to start this conversation by letting you know that I am a sex-positive dad.
Gross. No, we're not doing that.
Thank God.
I heard about that tit punch. That's crazy. Connor has two hot girls fighting over him. That poor little cherub has no idea he peaked at 19.
Oh,
I just wish I knew
so
why
mean.
Alice did it, you know, but she won't talk to me.
All Alice needs is to feel loved, and maybe take her out and cheer her up so she doesn't feel like the whole world is ending. You don't need to know why she bonked her best friend's boyfriend. She knows why she did it. Besides, nobody's hiring you to teach a master class on how to choose an appropriate fuck buddy.
Oh.
I know you're just being mean, but that would be a super popular class.
A tattoo? Really?
You're turning 18 in a few weeks. I figure you're gonna get one whether I say yes or no.
Definitely. Though, I was gonna get it somewhere you'd never see.
Oh gosh.
Met
You
the
must
real.
be a saint.
No.
The only thing I can think of worse than being in a
Oh my
relationship with
gosh!
Paul is being in a relationship with an
Lorelai's
old-
mom.
Luckily,
Lorelai.
he's afraid of me. Congrats.
That I'm late. I was meeting someone.
Oh, is this
and
for work?
I got your all caps email.
Oh.
The answer is no. You can't
at the
sue your
drunk
neighbor
drivers
for hosting a drum circle.
cafe?
It's weak.
Hi.
Was that Mac? Tell him I said hi.
Wow,
Max is
not a
stupid
good look. Not a good look.
How you doing?
Mom,
Yes, sweetheart?
can I watch TV in your room?
Of course. I love you so much. Oh my God, what a puss. How are you?
Prepping for the worst, but you know, we got this.
We are strong black women.
Okay, I'm gonna let you get away with that just this once.
Copy that.
Oh my gosh, I cannot hold my hot tea in my mouth.
you got that.
We had a big fight. Didn't speak for days. And then one morning she calls my hotel room and says she's sorry. But what she doesn't know is that there's another woman in my bed.
Oh, wow.
Gasp. Sorry. I admitted it, and she took Meg away so fast.
Oh.
I have no idea why she wants to reconnect now.
Why don't you just ask her?
Because if it's got anything to do with the past, I'm not interested.
Oh, there's my
Oh, it's on fire.
Diva.
What are you so afraid of?
I know they cut open your eyeball.
How else they gonna get in there?
I don't want them in there.
Well, then you can't drive no more.
Okay, who you talking to?
Wait, Mom.
But I don't want no eye patch, though. I ain't no damn pirate.
Okay, now you say thank you, and then I will say you're welcome.
The shelter isn't using my dog pics. They say it's easier to just take them on their phones and post them. Do you believe this shit? Okay. I know you love giving me the silent treatment, but remember, if it goes longer than 2 days, I start to like it. Do you know where Alice got the idea for a tiny tattoo? From me! From my tiny tattoos! We came up with it back when I was raising her for you. Oh, and do you know what I just found out? Connor's school just started, but he's not there because he's in my kitchen crying because your daughter slept with him and fucking exploded his life.
Connor is the one who cheated.
Do you really think there's a world where Connor gets to choose who he fucks?
No.
I feel like I'm losing it, Jimmy. And every time I feel that way, I can
gosh.
trace it back to one person. Yeah, you.
Interesting.
And many thanks for bringing Sean into my life so I could start a business.
Okay, this is
kidding
just,
me?
yeah,
Purpose.
this is
Thank you,
just
purpose,
not
Liz.
cool.
Now it's turned in, and normally Derek would help me through my meltdown. But thanks to you, he's not speaking to me. And for some reason,
She's never done anything?
don't like it this time.
I apologized for that, and you forgave me.
You're unforgiven. You're fucking unforgiven, and you're the original unforgiver. But you drove her away, and you've done nothing about it.
Oh
You're
my
just
gosh.
sitting around.
All right,
waiting
I
for
can't
someone
hear
to
this
gallop in on
anymore.
their white horse and fix everything for you because that's what you fucking do, right?
Jeez.
Isn't it? Fuck you, Jimmy.
I hate her so much.
That was so uncalled for.
If you go the adoption.
Can you please go pick up Mom from her surgery on Monday? I'd super appreciate it. Thank you.
No, I can't, actually, because I have clients all day. Come on, this is why you live here.
No, I live here to wait on Mom and drive her back and forth to dialysis. You know what it's like to take care of somebody 24/7?
I do, actually, because growing up, I did it. Spare me the pity party, all right? It's your turn to come through.
I know that I spent the past couple years taking care of Mom because that's my penance. I put everyone through hell. I just didn't think I'd have to spend the rest of my life paying for it while you get to go out there and just live yours. Nothing else to say? I thought people paid you to talk.
Ooh.
Actually, they pay me to listen.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
I followed you home the other night.
Oh, yeah.
Saw you live with your therapist. Yeah. What's really going on? I'm not mad. I just wanted to make sense.
I want us to be able to be around each other while we still can. How do we get here? Why can't we be around each other at all?
Because I cheated. And I fucked it all up. How could you forgive me?
Paul, you're forgiven. Jesus, I forgave you a long time ago.
You could have told me.
Where would be the fun in that? Yeah, you were an asshole, but I resented your success. And I know I made things harder for you. Still, no matter what we did to each other, we made Meg. And she's perfect.
Yeah, she is.
And now Mason, can you believe how lucky we are? When you're connected by so much family and love, forgiveness is the easy part.
And maybe I didn't do it right, but I guess it felt like you let me down. And I didn't know how to tell you. Maybe I didn't want to tell you. I knew this shit would happen. Fucking therapists.
Oh my gosh.
Always telling you to blame the parents. Nobody told me to blame anybody. Now, what was the worst thing I did? Was it the 23 years of loving you no matter what? Was it draining my savings to hang with you in this fucking truck? Tell me what I did to let you down. Tell me. Exactly. Save the bullshit for someone else.
There's a light.
Jimmy, what the hell are you doing here?
Just so you know, my intentions are pure.
What the fuck, dude?
Shit. That is a mistake. I thought I was wearing black underwear. Look, I'm here because I feel like you might need some support. And for whatever reason, your mom and your sister seem to really like me.
That's because I used to tell him you were fucking awesome. And then Courtney has the nerve to call me out? Like I'm holding her hostage or some shit? Can you believe that?
This room is so interesting.
Spit it out.
Your sister's right, Gabby.
Yeah, fuck off.
Come on, she is. She's right. You know it.
God damn it.
Sorry.
Oh man. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Walk away.
I mean, they're in the car. Oh no, he followed them.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You forgot that.
Don't take another step unless you want to get your ass beat.
You really want this?
Okay. Here you
Go
go.
and get it.
Oh, he just wants to get beat.
I'm holding on to you.
Real quick, if you're enjoying watching this video, do us a favor and consider hitting that subscribe button.
We've got so much more on the way, and subscribing really helps the channel.
Yep, and don't forget to hit that bell for all the notifications so you never miss a video that we drop. All right, back to the reaction.
Oh, that really sucks. He finally opened up.
But I mean, it's still something. I mean, it was always going to be a possibility that that's what he was going to do, how he was going to respond.
Yeah, for sure.
The point of it was that he was holding on to it.
Mm-hmm.
So at least he
He
got to
let
get
it
it out.
out.
It sucks, but at least it's progress.
Yeah. I'm just hoping he doesn't blame Paul and Jimmy for it.
Like it's
Like I
exactly
told
what I didn't
you,
want to
yeah,
happen.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he feared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah.
All right. Do you want to let it out about Liz?
It's Liz and Gabby. I just don't. I
Yeah.
really don't like either of them right now. Just neither of them have like they take no responsibility for any of their parts in any of the things that they've done. The Liz part of it, I thought, and maybe they will eventually get to a place where she is taking some responsibility and she's apologizing, but
She seems way off.
but like
the deep end
even
from
that interaction with what's her name, the daughter. That interaction was like, you're not taking responsibility. Like you're just like letting her take all of that. Like you ruined my, like, come on, man. Like you're just, I don't know. It's just really frustrating that someone can be so.
You have to put it all on Alice and not her son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all and literally every single one of those situations that she put in front of Jimmy, like, she had a role in.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Like every single one of
That
them.
was, I mean, obviously it was very emotional for her, so I think it's just easy to target, the first punching bag that you see and like put most of the blame on. But obviously she is in the wrong. I think that's a lot to put on someone without considering her.
Yeah, the tough part of it is like, I feel like they've already revisited her after she's calmed down, and that was their version of her like revisiting it, like her being, I need some more time before I'm okay with you. Like, but you did stuff too. Like, and I don't know. At least Gabby, there's a little bit of like somebody's telling her and she's hearing it a little bit, but still, I don't know. It's just very, very mature, and again, they just make Jimmy the punching bag because he just takes it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like correct them.
Yeah.
Or at least like say that, hey, you played a role in this too.
Yeah.
So I don't,
it sounds like he kind of earned is not the word. I don't know what to say, but like, I don't know. Okay.
Like he's gotten.
Take the grain of salt with the word earned, but like earned being that punching bag because there was that period of time when he was grieving and he was going through such a rough time that everyone had to like. It just sounded like it was a bad.
Jetpack?
And yeah, exactly.
These are terrible people.
I'm not saying that that's a good thing, that that's the right thing,
that's
but
what Liz was saying, right?
It sounds like, yeah, like, because you had this time, yeah.
She's like, when I was raising your daughter, while I was grieving the death of my wife?
Yeah.
Like, come on. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, sure, he earned that, but I think he's already paid for that.
Yeah, I agree.
And then some.
Yeah.
And I think it's just his personality to take it. And I think it's also teaching people that that's the way to handle it.
I hope there's some redemption for
I don't know. I think
Jimmy
this is
here.
Liz. Oh, like.
No, for him, like, yeah, I just hope like some people give him some credit for how far he's come. Is all.
Yeah. Yeah. How are you feeling about them?
Yeah, I'm annoyed. For sure. I mean, like, I don't know. I just put it up to them being very emotional. And when you're emotional, you just kind of go off like that. Or like, it's tougher, right, to think logically. Like, even with Gabby's situation, it's like she's in the wrong with her family. But you're just emotional. And then with Liz, it just seemed like the other thing. Like, yeah, she just, yeah, I really can't stand that about people when they can't take accountability for their own actions and things that they could have done. Like, to always be the victim, that is tough for me. That is really tough for me, to tolerate from people. Like, when you're always the victim.
I was already feeling away when she was walking out of her house, needing to take space from, like, all that was going on. Like, her son was asking for, like, comfort. Like, and, you know, she's like, oh, I'm bored at home. Like, and, like, now I need some space away from all of this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, she's never happy.
It's just, yeah, I don't know, man. Anyway.
Anyways, I'm hoping that the next episode they address more. I was kind of hoping to see more of Brett Goldstein. I feel like
They moved it forward. We know that they're
They
at least
did.
meeting more often.
or they met once after.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens there.
Well, yeah, because they didn't really explore how she got the wallet back, or like how he explained to Jimmy that he found the wallet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like he obviously didn't say that he's been meeting with him.
Yeah. And then Paul Stitch. I don't really have anything to say about that.
No, I mean,
I'm
it was really
just
nice.
glad that happened for him and got to speak to Susan, right? They
Mhm.
got to talk about it. It's just like, oh, it was just so tough, like after all those years.
Like,
But it is nice to have, but it is nice to have that closure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a nice sentiment, and obviously, like another one of those like ideal kind of ways that this kind of thing could go.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, we didn't treat each other well, but we still made her, and she's good.
I'm sure that's a common.
I mean, I hope.
Common.
I don't know, like let's like to be this cordial and to be. I think that like individually they could both feel that way about their child.
But to actually come together and talk.
Yeah, to come together and to be like, to have that kind of sentiment together, like they could both agree that they're a good person, but maybe still harbor a lot of like hurtful feelings towards each other. Whereas as here, it's like yeah,
forgave
water
you
under
a
the
long
bridge.
time ago,
Like like it was not good, but you know, where it's like here, it's like yeah, like our kid's great, but you're an ass. And like I don't want to talk to you. Like
I mean, she didn't really hold back.
Sure.
And he like just understood that,
yeah.
you know, he deserved that.
But and that's why like I don't think there's redemption for Liz or anything like this, because look how they wrote Susan, right? Like immediately accountability for her part in it. Like I resented your career, that's why I pushed you away. Like in the apology, so they can write a person like that. They know that, you know, like that's how it can be done in a proper way. So like I feel
Maybe we're just not there yet.
maybe,
Or
but like
maybe we're not.
she's been this way though. Like season
Yeah, well,
one.
look how old Susan is.
Oh, you mean in her life?
Yeah, in her
maturity.
life, exactly.
I guess.
Maybe she'll get there eventually.
Maybe, yeah.
When she has grandchildren. I don't know. Yeah, really intrigued too about Derek and this Mac guy. Like, why is he so unique? I wonder. Because at the end of the day, she chose Derek, so what is there to be? Like, it's his point about like, oh, you know, if she asked him to run away with her or whatever, he would go in a heartbeat. I'm like, okay. She didn't though. She's with you.
I wonder if that's anything they're even gonna revisit. Like they didn't resolve it, so maybe. it'll
No,
be
so I think they
revisited.
will, because they obviously made a point about him needing time.
Yeah, but that's a
Giving
weird
her
thing
the
not to say. Like there's a reason that she didn't bring it up to him.
Yeah.
And that,
Yeah,
you know,
because
so,
she knew that it would be like this, probably.
But I don't know.
I don't know.
Not saying
just
something
saying.
is better.
Just saying. I'm just saying I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying that that's probably her reason for not wanting to.
Just Liz being Liz.
Anyways, I don't know.
Is there anything else? I mean, I think that was all. I mean, there's the
Alice thing.
Alice and
Alex was cute. They got tattoos. I'm glad that that
most
secret's
basic
out.
tattoo. Like, but even just like the typeface, like you can get something
Like a nicer font.
I know. Those are just lines. Like my son could have drawn that.
Yeah,
It was
no,
weird.
That's true. Yeah, I would have wanted a nicer font.
Yeah.
At least like a nice. Even you could still have lines, but just straight.
Yeah.
Like a nice, cute, dainty TL. You know.
Yeah. Didn't even look
It's
like a T
alright.
and an L. It was weird. It was just weird.
Maybe it was like her writing. Like she wrote it and was like, "Here, this is."
Like so.
Like I'm trying to
Yeah, I know.
give benefit of the doubt. All right, cool.
All right. Well, not much there. Like I was really hoping for more Brett Goldstein stuff, but hopefully next episode or the next few. So we'll see.
Hey, she's back! Hey! Yeah, we
Noah's-
did that already. Woo, woo, woo.
Fuck your coffee. I'm getting champagne.
Oh my gosh! What is her deal?
Enjoy this.
Y'all know how I feel.
Mom?
Look, you've got to be done with all this self-pity garbage. You know what I've decided? You're going back to school tomorrow. End of discussion.
My whole life, you've been up my ass. Another one time that I need you, you can't even be there for me?
You know what? A little booze. I will not remember it happened. Cheers.
Oh my gosh, I hate her.
Connor.
How's he doing?
We got beat up pretty bad.
His leg is broken. Now, he's already had surgery. Look, before you go in, I should warn you.
What?
He's high as fuck.
Gabby and the white saviors. Go ahead, sing something.
Once he realized Sean got into another fight, Tim got upset and left. I don't want Sean to wake up without his dad here. Maybe you two can talk to him. Is that something therapists do?
Not usually.
It's not something we do.
I understand. Thanks for coming.
Public. They say I have to know the parents. That's ridiculous.
Oh, wow. Oh.
He left it in
Still
there?
good to drive you home, but first we gotta swing by the dry cleaners.
Yeah, I wonder if she knows that it was him that brought it
I don't
back.
think so.
I tried calling Sean's dad, and apparently he's blocked my number. So I asked his mom where he might be, and she said that when Tim gets super stressed, he goes fishing at Lake Balboa.
Okay, I'll go. But just for damage control.
You know what?
Oh, gosh.
Not good enough. Paul, you're going to admit that you want to do this, or you can get out of the car.
Okay, let's give me a yes!
Wow.
I'm so scared that I overreached.
Let's go. Wow.
You know, Courtney hijacked all of my teen years.
What are you doing?
Oh, we're redecorating. I'm a huge donor, so we just let ourselves in.
You can't just do that.
I know you guys said that my photos weren't right for the website, but I need a win.
Oh my gosh,
Shit
girl,
going on right
stop
now.
it.
Involves kids. You're just gonna take them down after I leave, right?
I am.
Dude. It's okay.
No.
I don't care. I'll take them down.
I have to talk to you.
Okay.
And I don't know how to say
What it is I have to say to you.
I need a drink. Do you need a drink? Been talking to the young man who ran over your mom.
What the fuck?
Just
The
listen,
best
it
way
gets
to-
better. It doesn't, but listen.
Spit it out.
So he came here, and I was like, "Get away from this family, scram!" And he was like, "Sorry," but he seemed wounded, more like, "Sorry." And I was like, "Are you
this is
okay?"
accurate.
And he was like, "Yes," but I could tell he wasn't. Anyway, so I went to the coffee shop where he works, not to see him, just to ask if he was okay. We start talking, and Alice, his life is bleak, like Requiem for a Dream.
Whoa.
Bleak.
Whoa.
And not like the middle part where they're all enjoying the heroin. The end where they're all ass to ass, and you realize
Wow.
that heroin's no fun at all. He's suffering. So I took a walk with him, and we talked, because I knew that I couldn't live with myself if I didn't at least try to help. That's it.
I want to talk to him.
Okay. You know, it might be easier if you tell me what you want to say, and I text him.
Take me to him now, or
Oh,
I'm gonna
wow.
tell Dad that you've been palling around with a guy who killed Mom.
Should we grab some waters for the road?
So this episode's all about talking to,
Oh,
like,
man.
confronting.
This is how they combine.
Tim?
Is that you?
No way. You fish here too?
How did you find me?
No
What are you
gear.
talking about? Those photos were so good.
Did you even look at them?
Of course. There was one of a dog,
They were all of dogs.
which is why I felt like I got the gist.
Oh gosh.
Oh, he texted him beforehand.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Or not.
Who doesn't love an awkward drop by?
What do you guys even talk about?
Oh, nothing. Just like sports.
You don't know anything about sport. You guys better not be talking about me.
I would never do that. I promise.
So how you been doing? Brian told me you got your license. You've been applying for colleges. Sounds like you got a lot going on.
This was supposed to be 3 court-ordered anger management sessions. But you guys got in there and fucked with my boy's head. Now he acts like everything's my fault because that's what you people do.
Tim, maybe don't think of us as therapists. Think of us as a couple of dads, one of whom loves his paddle very much.
I was right where you are, estranged from my kid. I cheated on her mom. And when she moved away with my daughter, I didn't fight hard enough. Because I was so ashamed.
Sean didn't even fight back. He just let them beat him.
I think he is carrying a lot of guilt about how mad he is at you.
The guy he loves most in the world.
But after he got back from over there, it was like living with a stranger. He was so angry.
Come back with us and talk to him.
No.
Listen, Tim.
All right. You said your piece. Thank you for the conversation. I feel more awful now than I did an hour ago. That what therapy is?
Yeah, pretty much.
Brian told me you wrote me a letter. What did it say?
You killed my mom and ruined my life and messed my dad up, and it's all because you're a selfish fucking drunk. People treat me differently now. I've lost friendships because of you. And when I wake up, the one person I want to talk to about any of this isn't here anymore and never will be. And it's all your fucking fault.
Can you tell me something about your mum?
Why?
Because I didn't know her.
Do you remember when she got her wisdom teeth out and she was coming out of the anesthesia? She kept bragging about how soft her butt was.
Brian!
What? She asked the nurse to feel her butt.
Not the story I would choose to tell right now.
You're right, I'm sorry.
What story would you tell?
My favorite hat flew off on Space Mountain. I was so bummed. Mom took me straight to the store and she bought 3 goofy hats. I was so mad because it was nothing like my old hat. My old hat made me look cool. But she looked cool in it. She could rock anything. Yeah, that was a good day.
She sounds kind and fun. That's a combo you rarely get together.
She was.
Who's that woman?
That's Sarah. She's my fiance. Why'd she buy 3 hats? Your mom, why'd she buy 3
Whole
hats?
family.
When we were running to the ride, Mom bumped into a kid, and the kid dropped his ice cream and was like crying. She bought that other hat in case we found that kid again. We looked for him everywhere.
Did you find him?
Yeah. It was awesome. I'd forgotten about that.
I've thought a lot about what I'd want to say to you. How I'd like to explain it all. How much I regret it. But none of that matters. Because it happened. And it was all my fault. All I can tell you is that not a single moment goes by that I don't think about her. Or you. Or your dad. I think about you all the time. And I'm just so fucking sorry. I wish I could change it. I wish I could go back and do
I
it.
forgive you.
Oh, shrinking.
It's what my mom would have done.
Thank you.
She with her rock.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like, I don't know, do you ever feel a bit off, like you're underwater? That thing with the dog photos really got to me, you know?
How about we get you another truck? I vote grilled cheese.
That's actually something I could make.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm great.
I'll see you later. I love you, babe.
Love you.
Oh my God, so much nervous energy right now. Yeah, that was definitely a new thing for me. Still, sometimes it's easy to see when someone really needs help. It's written all over their face.
I've been really scared that if you split, Mom's gonna ask me to step in, and to be honest, I don't know how the hell I can answer yes or no to that. Okay, you've done your time. And then some.
Yes, I did.
All I ask is that you just kind of give me a little while to figure out what to do with her.
How much time do you need?
I don't know, like 20 years?
2 days.
8 years.
2 weeks.
3 months.
We both know I'm not great at talking about feelings.
Fine, Dad, you don't have to say anything.
Let me talk. The reason I got so defensive is you were right. Got to get you up out of here and go fishing with me. I guess you won't be breakdancing no time soon.
Those are like not bad pictures
These
though.
are amazing.
Oh, stop it.
My guy's so handsome, but every time I take a pic, he licks his asshole.
Well, if one can.
What are you
Still,
doing?
I think that's on the...
And help me out. I mean, he's here, you got your camera. Let's go to the park?
What, right now?
Yeah, right now.
Say no.
Sure.
No.
Why not?
I mean, it wasn't good that.
Why not? There are reasons. Why
I mean,
not?
It did kind of suck that Derek left. I was thinking that when it happened, because like it was obvious she wasn't okay. But not to justify this, but it kind of underlines what those other two were talking about. Like you can see it on their face, right? You should know.
But he
something's
doesn't.
wrong.
He is like that dude though. Like just so oblivious, lackadaisical, like super pleasant.
Yeah.
But just very surface level. Like you can tell that he just will, like he can shrug anything off, and I think that includes when his wife is not doing as well. It's like she'll get over it, she always has, kind of thing. And maybe like, I don't know, maybe you've just been married that long, maybe he's just overconfident and feeling like, oh, I know her so well that, you know, like he just got too comfortable instead of like, you know, no, you gotta pursue.
I feel like
what's going on.
I can totally see that, but I can also see like him not even thinking about it that deeply. And it's just kind of everything in his life is very like it bounces off.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you know, it is what it is. Although he did actually, you know, early in the series, like there were moments when he like was really strict with her. Like not strict, but like he put his foot down and like kind of like corrected her when she was kind of crossing lines.
Right.
So I guess he can get there. And I haven't like gotten any indication or feeling that like he's like done in this relationship. It might really just be him not seeing it or never having to really play that role as much.
Yeah. I mean, his solutions seemed very like Band-Aid solutions. And it seemed like he felt that that was satisfactory. And she did say go, right? It's that thing. It's like, I'm not a mind reader, but also you should know because I've been your wife for this long and you should see it on my face.
But it sounds like a Band-Aid, but also like it was working. Like the truck was making her happy.
Yeah.
So like for him to suggest the truck, it might seem like a frivolous, like I got money, let's buy a truck. But no, it was actually like the last time she was full of joy was when she was working. Like it had more to do with Sean, I think, than it had to do with the actual truck. But still, like I don't think that was just kind of a throwaway Band-Aid. It was like, okay, let's get back to it.
No, but I think like the fact that he thought that that was a serious. I mean, I can see how he would think like, yeah, like logically speaking, yeah.
Why wouldn't that be serious?
I think it is like a decent
try, like an attempt.
But you can see that what she needs is like there's something going on at the root of what she's feeling.
Yeah.
And a truck isn't gonna solve that. Like
this is weird though, because I feel like to jump to this kind of thing, it's more than just kind of that feeling of sadness. There has to be a little bit of feeling towards your current partner.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
you know that this hurts.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah, man.
So there it's much more than just like I'm in a rut and I need to go see someone. It's like that was done on purpose.
Yeah.
Or like not like maybe not
maliciously.
Yeah, maybe not like at the forefront of your mind it's malicious. Like it is a malicious thing to do. And it might have been like the seed of it might have been somewhere that you're not consciously thinking of, but yeah. So there has to be like at least two motivators there.
Like she's unhappy with Derek.
Yeah, maybe because of that kind of response, but I don't know. She does kind of walk all over him, and
you can tell she's very lonely.
But I did like I liked it when he started, because like I think when he did push back was when like she was like talking to him a type of way, and like he was like just saying you have to stop that, and they kind of settled into this whatever this is now. But yeah, obviously it's not a healthy response, but she's trying to make herself happy, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know, you can tell like she's stuck and she's desperately searching, and I think this is what's come out of that desperation. It's not going to be her rocks, it's not going to be these photos, it's not going to be her marriage. She doesn't really have any other friends.
How long was she like this? Like did she always, the Derek always like make all the money?
I don't know, I can't remember. But you can tell she's been pretty low, like for some time. The fact that she like had that whole spew out at Jimmy previous episode was like okay,
that's the part that's so frustrating. And obviously that's the theme of the show. Like it's an issue that they need to examine.
Yeah.
Right. But like she has people like her son was there and was there for a long time, and you spent all of your time telling him to leave. Right, like it's just like okay. So like it's for me it's weird to say I'm lonely when that's what you're doing, and sure it could be like a response to a lot of other things happening, but I don't know. I feel like it has to be deeper than loneliness. Like it could be it's definitely a part of it, but I don't know.
I don't know.
That's just
well, you can tell she's a selfish person.
Yeah.
And I think just over time, years and years, you live selfishly, and it's hard to, you know, have I don't know, have your meaningful relationships in your life feel like there's some depth there, some like real, I don't know, camaraderie or like real, I don't know, like your marriage may not feel like a marriage.
Yeah.
Because you've lived so selfishly, walked all over your husband, you know, that like over time, over decades, that will, you know, chip away. And it seems like she's done that with her husband, with her kids. You know? And
that could be like, and she could be fully aware of it, which is also what makes her really
guilty,
sad, right?
You know, like there's so many feelings there.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's a lot of other stuff that happened here. Gabby, that was kind of nice. Making things better or like more right with her.
He's taking the steps there.
Yeah. And there's actually like action. There's like a plan.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's a very real conversation.
Yeah.
About like parents aging and then figuring out what to do with them. Like that.
I know that was like.
No, but it's a very real.
It is.
Topic, right?
It is.
Like, what do we do with everyone? And like, it's a cultural thing too. Like, I think, depending on the culture that you're brought up in, like it's like what happens with aging parents. Maybe it's less of a conversation, but that part of it was just kind of jarring to hear. It's like, let me figure out what to do with her in the next 3 months, and
yeah, man,
and just like,
those conversations are so real. I know it is jarring, but like I've had those conversations.
100%,
like,
right?
it's
like
tough.
And so like I get where she's coming from, but the response of like, okay, you've done, like the way that they're treating it, that's the part that feels weird. It's like, you've done your time, or like, now that you're done your time, get out. Like, I mean, you're still family, right? Like, I don't understand that part of it. Maybe she just means you get out of the house.
Yeah.
Like, don't be the one that's primary, and maybe I hope that's what that
I feel
means.
like that's what that was.
But like, yeah, I don't know. It
wasn't like I'll never see mom again.
Yeah, but even just like, I think how you frame that entire conversation matters too, right? Like, if you're framing it as a sentence, then it will be a sentence, right? Or the solution that you put to it will be like to combat the feeling of like being trapped, as opposed to like what's best for mom, right?
I don't know. I don't think it's that black and white. I kind of see what they're saying.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the metaphor that they decided to use.
But I think that's important. I think how you frame that idea to the people who are actually going to be implementing a solution, I think that matters a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, they're family, they're sisters, they probably just have an understanding of what that is, and there's like, they have context of what they do as a family, which may not mean like, all right, Pete, like, deuces, mom's your problem now, and that kind of thing. Especially now that it sounds like they're having a better relationship. But
historically, it does seem that way though, because Gabby was deuces this entire time because her sister
because she was burnt out, and then she had resented her sister. I mean, sure, maybe that's how they were then, but this is a new them now. So I imagine things, hopefully, that's the vibe I got, will be different going forward.
I don't know. Like I think it's a better relationship between her and her sister, but the way that they talked about it, it's like, okay, changing of the guard. Like like now it's like let's swap.
Yeah, well, there's also a reality to the situation, but anyways, we'll see if we'll,
I don't think they're gonna touch that storyline again.
Yeah.
I feel like that's done. Like
Okay.
that's their conclusion to it.
Sean?
Or not really Sean. Sean's parents. Or
Yeah, the situation there.
dad.
Jimmy's so bad at talking to people, I think. He's so quick to assume, so quick to just like go there without like asking questions first, or like, you know what I mean?
Go where?
I'm glad Paul
Like
was there. Nothing, just to like right out the gate be like, I know this might be feeling over. Like,
Yeah.
don't start with that. You don't even know the guy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just stuff like that. Like anything he was saying, I was like, man. And anything that his dad wasn't taking well too. I'm like, but yeah. But it seemed like things are better there. This seems like a turning point, so that's cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I don't know much to say about that one.
All right.
Like-
And sorry,
Go.
Alice.
Alice.
That's her
Yeah.
name, right? The daughter.
I think so.
Man, that was wild.
It was good. Because I feel like as much as like she had all that she wanted to say to him, everything that she wrote down, everything that she's been holding in, I think the acceptance of the apology or the forgiveness was also there too. Like she wanted to get that out as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like all of that came out was something that she wanted to do. And I don't know if there was anything that he said in the moment that made her like push her over the edge. And it's like what she said, right? So it's the mother in her, right? Like the remnants of her mom that allow her to be like that. But
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, Lewis sounds like a very lovely guy for how he, just how he was in that whole conversation. Just being welcoming and also not too, I don't know, like daring to say, like he just knew his place.
Right.
He
and
knew
like
his
he knew like
place.
the entire time, and I think he was resigned to the fact that he may never get forgiven and he'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
And he's gonna eat shit for the rest of his life because of this.
Mhm.
Especially from them.
Yeah.
And I think he was okay with that.
Yeah.
Not okay with it, but like he accepted that because
Yeah.
like I did this.
Yeah.
Right? So he was kind of, so I think that was like a true response from him when he was forgiven, because I don't think he ever thought he'd hear those words from them.
Yeah. When he was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so good.
That fiance, do you think she passed or do you think she left?
I think she left.
Yeah. He said was, but that could mean she left too. Just because of how his life went downhill.
Yeah, I think so. Or like, I guess it'd be tough for her maybe that she's marrying now in some ways a murderer.
Yeah.
Or like, how could you, let this happen and respond, like, kind of thing. But it kind of sounds like the way that they framed that moment of like kind of saying who she was, but not really, made it feel like we'll learn more about him and like why he actually got behind the wheel. Like obviously there's nothing will ever justify why he, what happened, but
like there's still
it'd
the
be
Jimmy
interesting
of it,
to
right?
know.
He's
Yeah,
not done,
you're
it's not
right.
Done, right.
You're right, Jimmy.
They're not done exploring this relationship because Jimmy has to come to that spot too. So,
man.
Yeah, and he's gonna be hurt by the fact that everybody's been building this relationship with him behind his back.
Yeah.
Like his best friend, but especially his daughter.
Yeah.
Right. So, I feel like there's gonna be a huge moment and like a bit of a, I don't know, a spiral from him because of everything.
And so far he's seemed like, you know, in the season so far, like he's doing his thing. He's like, you know, so it's just a matter of time before it hits the fan.
Right.
But yeah, I am interested to know like why Liz was behind the wheel. Like everything that he alluded to, I think they will explore, and I'm curious.
Yeah, maybe. I could also see them not doing it at all. Because like I feel like, yeah, like what he said, it doesn't matter. But too, it's like that moment, regardless of how it got there, it defines him now. And it could have literally just been a moment. He could be this great guy and he messed up that one time and it just happened to be that night that, you know, all this happened. And maybe that's why he is like this pleasant guy and this well-adjusted guy, because that's who he always was, had it not been for this huge mistake.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe like the grief of it all, Jimmy will want to know those things, because when
I could see him asking
when you're going through it, like nothing is gonna satisfy you. Like I was being stupid and I was drunk and I thought I could drive. Like that's not gonna make you feel better. It's gonna make you hate him even more. Like I don't.
Yeah.
But you just like when you're going through that so passionately, you
just have all these questions.
Yeah.
And just like as a viewer, like I just want to know, just to have like a more holistic picture of like what happened. That's just that, I don't know, a better sense of like completion of like, I don't know, it's just more satisfying to know.
For me, I'm more interested in what happened after.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
and I hope they
like,
get
what
into
does
that
that
too.
life look like? Because like, what's the friend's name?
Which one?
The lawyer.
gay guy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, like what he was talking about.
Peter? No.
No,
that's what his name is. Good.
But yeah, the kind of picture that he was painting and what happened with his fiance and all that. I think all of that's what I'm more interested in, not the why he got in, because like we could probably draw a conclusion. Then again, it does not matter, right? It happened, and yeah, because like that could ruin you. Yet this is how he is, right? Like and so there must have been not only like this downward spiral in his life, but there was also obviously a lot of work that was done, right? Like he was, I can't imagine you can be this,
I know,
in this place, speaking to these people,
and be like this,
right? Yeah, so there must have been some internal work that's been done,
100%.
and I'd love to learn what that was like. And I think a show like this is the perfect show to examine that,
to showcase that,
right? Like it doesn't have to be this like huge event, but like people have done things that they regret terribly, right? And it's not to find like vindication in what they did, but also like if you have to live, like you have to find a way, and it'll be interesting to see how they do it, because it's not only about the people forgiving, it's about the people who got forgiven, and I don't know. It'll be interesting. I don't know how long this season is. I imagine it's an Apple show, so I imagine it's like no more than 12.
Not very long.
Yeah. Maybe even less. So we're episode 6. So I mean we're getting up there. So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Anything else for this one?
No, I don't think so.
Cool. Well, hopefully you're enjoying watching with us. This is, as you know, a Patreon exclusive, so don't really have to tease anything else. We'll see you here for the next one.